We should be prepared that the Russian war of aggression may take a long time. We're preparing for that, and we're adapting our policies accordingly. The top of our agenda was the summit. NATO is gathering in Vilnius in 3 weeks' time. We're going to deal and discuss with dealing with the war of aggression in Ukraine and its consequences. At the Madrid Summit 1 year ago, we agreed on a range of steps in order to bolster and strengthen the alliance. NATO is a defense alliance. Germany has done a lot in order to increase the alliance's defense capability. We're all united in our resolve to defend every square inch of NATO territory. Last year, Finland and Sweden decided to join NATO, and those countries are a welcome and an important addition to our alliance. It is important to me that both countries will be gathered as allies in Vilnius together with us. The Secretary General and myself also talked about the security of critical infrastructure, especially in the North Sea. Jens, I want to thank you for your commitment that NATO is going to take over a coordinating role. Sabotage of gas pipelines, but also submarine cables and wind power plants affect the security of all of the alliance. It is not a matter pertaining to just single allies. We have passed important investments in order to modernize our capabilities and enhance these, and we are going to spend 2% of our GDP annually on defense. We took all the necessary preparations for us to reach the 2% goal. I assume once all countries in Europe have achieved this and all members in the transatlantic alliance, this will lead to a tremendous increase in our defense capabilities. I mean, it's a massive increase in defense spending, and if you look at all the many other countries and factor this in, countries that also need to increase their spending for them to reach the 2% objective, then if you add all of this up, this will result in a massive increase of defense capabilities for NATO.
We agree on that NATO's door is open. We have demonstrated that with the invitation of Finland and Sweden. We also agree on what we stated in 2008, that Ukraine will become a member of the alliance. We also agree that it's not for Russia, but for Ukraine and NATO allies to decide when the time is right to invite Ukraine. Russia doesn't have a veto over NATO decisions. But most importantly, we all agree that the most urgent and important task now is to ensure that Ukraine prevails as a sovereign, independent, democratic nation in Europe. Ukraine has the right to liberate its own land, and a counteroffensive is now underway. The more land the Ukrainians are able to liberate, the stronger their hand will eventually be at the negotiating table. We all want this war to end, but a just peace cannot mean freezing the conflict and accepting a deal dictated by Russia. We are now putting in place new regional plans with assigned forces and capabilities and high level of readiness. Germany will play a major part of this. You have already allocated thousands of troops to NATO, including through your leadership of our multinational battle group in Lithuania. I welcome Germany's first ever national security strategy. We also discussed the situation in Kosovo. NATO's commitment to our United Nations mandate is unwavering. Our forces, the KFOR, will continue to take all necessary measures to ensure a safe and secure environment and freedom of movement for all communities in Kosovo. We call on all parties to stop any further escalatory steps and to return immediately to the dialogue facilitated by the European Union.